Here at the range on a beautiful day. There's no wind or anything, and we have bright sunshine. But I'm going to be testing two different types of ammunition. This is Federal's gold medal match for .308 Winchester. This is the round that is probably the most popular. It has Sierra grain Match King bullet, and it's 168 grain. It's a boat tail hollow point, and I've probably shot about 600 to 700 rounds of this ammunition through my .308. But a friend of mine picked me up some Black Hills Gold ammunition, and it's loaded with the Hornady AMAX bullet, and it's also 168 grain .308 Winchester. And I'm going to be shooting at a series of targets. We're going to see if this will group tighter than that, and that's a tall order. I'm going to be shooting out of the same magazine. I'm not going to use a different magazine for the different ammo. Both ammos are going to feed out of the exact same magazine. And my rifle is a DPMS semi-automatic sniper system. Is how it's advertised. It's got a very heavy barrel on it. This gun, it can shoot half a minute of angle, but most of the time it shoots about 1 minute of angle. I have gotten half-minute groups out of it, but most of the time I get about 3/4 to 1 inch out of it. But it's an excellent gun for sitting down and shooting. It's not the kind of gun you want to tote around and shoot offhand. It is heavy. My friend who did his test with his gold medal match, he also shoots the same thing I do as far as ammunition. Went through a box of this, and he actually found that his groups were a little bit tighter with this Black Hills Gold. Not by much, but just a little bit. But this is a polymer tipped AMAX bullet, and this is the quintessential Sierra Match King bullet. So it's going to be interesting. However, I will say that my friend was shooting off a Remington 700 bolt gun, so he wanted to see what this ammunition would do out of this. Alright, first up is going to be the Federal Gold Medal Match, 168 grain Sierra Match King. I'm going to be shooting from a bench. I'm going to have the gun on bags, not the bipod. I find that I can shoot more accurately on bags. I'm at 100 yards. The third set of backstops is where the target's at. And I've got two targets set up. Target on the left is going to be for the Federal Gold. And the target on the right is going to be for the Black Hills Gold. And I'm going to shoot 3 rounds of Federal. I'm going to let the barrel cool down for about 5 or 10 minutes. And I'm going to shoot 3 rounds of Black Hills. Then I'm going to go back and shoot 3 rounds of Federal. And then we'll go back and shoot 3 rounds of Gold. The target I have set up is a piece of paper with basically 4 red 1-inch dots. So I'll put 3 rounds in each red circle, alternating back and forth between the brands of ammunition. I don't want to run this test where I run through 12 rounds of Federal and then I run through 12 rounds of Black Hills, because the Black Hills is going to be running through a much hotter barrel. Plus, this is the way my friend ran his test, so I'm trying to duplicate his testing environment. We'll see how it goes. I don't have a tripod, so I don't know what I'm going to do about any action shots. I'm actually using my phone today. I didn't plan on making a video, so it'll probably just be before and after pictures. Next up is going to be the Black Hills Gold. The 3 Federal rounds, it was less than 1 inch, but it could have been better. I guess if I had to do it over again, I would have taken my cold bore shot on a different target and then shot 3 rounds of the gold medal match. This gun tends to plant the cold bore shot just a little bit high. I'm saying all this, and at the end of the day my targets are going to be horrible because they suck, but I'm going to give it my best shot. Alright, here's the results of the first 6 shots, the first 2 groups. This is the Federal Gold Medal match. Shot 1 was the one on top. Second shot was the one touching the red circle, and the third shot is the one just to the left of the second shot. That's less than a 1 inch group. Those squares you see are 1 inch. So that's just under a 1 inch, well, between 3/4 and 1 inch. I don't have dial calipers with me today. When I get home, I'll actually mic these and do a comparison. Here's the first shot of the Black Hills ammunition. The first shot, that's shot number 1, 2, 3. So obviously this round Black Hills wins, but we got a lot of shooting left to do. It could just be me. You could never take me out of the equation. The next shot of the targets will probably be from my home when I got calipers on them. I won't bore you to death with every little shot. Alright, made it back to my house. As you can see, I have 2 targets that are covered up. Why are they covered up? Because like I said before, I cannot take me out of the equation. One of these 2 brands of ammunition did not get a fair shake on the last 3 shots. And I'm not going to tell you whether it was the Federal Gold Medal match or the Black Hills Gold, the AMAX round, because I don't want you to think it's the ammunition, even if I tell you it's not. I don't want a name associated with which target had the horrid group. I will tell you this. I rushed it, even though I told you guys that I would take my time and try to make the best shots possible. I rushed it because I knew I was getting near the end of my day, and I wish I had taken more time to pull those 3 shots. Right here at the Federal Gold Medal match, this right here is the best group I have ever shot in my life. I'm not the best shot in the world, and that right there is probably a fluke. It'll be a long time before I see a target like that again. Like I said before, this gun is capable of producing that and that all day long. This was a gift. Maybe that's what the rifle is capable of. Maybe that's what I'm capable of. We got 3 rounds sharing the same piece of paper here with the Federal Gold. With the Black Hills Gold AMAX, we have 2 rounds sharing some real estate. And with the Federal Gold, we got 2 rounds here that are sharing the same paper as well. As you can see here, this is a less than a 3/4 of a minute group. That's less than half. That's less than 1 inch, between 3/4 and 1 inch, and I'm measuring from center to center. That's a little over 1/2 inch. That's basically a 1 inch group, and that's a little over 1 inch. And even with this shot right here, I had some visitors at the range walking around behind me, watching me shoot, and I believe that if I was still alone at the range, as I was with the rest of these groups, this one would have tightened up quite a bit. So basically, this time I spent at the range didn't really prove which round I can shoot better. I think, as you can see, I've averaged out these 3-shot groups. The Federal Gold averaged that, a little less than 3/4 of a minute, and the Black Hills averaged a little less than 1 minute of angle. And again, it's an inconclusive test. Which ammunition is the best? I don't know the answer to that. I suspect that if I kept all my targets and I kept shooting more of the same ammunition, and I did these same type of experiments over the course of 4 or 5 range visits, this number and that number would tighten up substantially, to the point where it's your personal preference what you want to shoot. I'm not comparing apples to apples. One's the Sierra Match King with the boat tail hollow point. It's only a hollow point because the way they have to manufacture it is not a hollow point on purpose. And this is the AMAX with a polymer tip, allegedly to help it pierce through the air and make the round more stable. But I had fun, and I pretty much did this for my friend. Now he had, with his bolt gun, had a smaller group with the Black Hills. I had the smaller group with the Federal Gold Medal Match. Is it the difference between this ammunition being shot out of an autoloader versus a bolt action? Probably. And I can guarantee it's the shooter too, because the guy I'm telling you about has been shooting forever. I've only been shooting rifles for a few years. An interesting note, the Federal Gold was throwing all the brass out of the rifle at about the 2 o'clock position, and the Black Hills was throwing all the brass out at the 5 o'clock position. Reliably, it was doing that every time. 2 o'clock and 5 o'clock. Found that an interesting note. Not that it makes any difference. I looked at my data book. This rifle, I mentioned it earlier, between 600 and 700 rounds. At the end of this test, the rifle has 709 rounds, the DPMS. In the 709 rounds I fired through it, this rifle has never had one jam or anything. No failures to extract, no failures to feed, no magazine problems, nothing. And I did do a painstaking break-in period as the manufacturer recommends. It was very slow getting this barrel broke in, but I did do it. What's under these pieces of cardboard? Only me and my friend will know. But it ain't pretty. Hey, thanks for watching, guys.